Welcome to the Disagreeable Nerd podcast, a podcast where nerds from various ages and backgrounds get together to discuss movies, TV, books, and anything else that pops into their small, simple minds. Now sit back, relax, and let their ignorance wash over you.
And welcome to another episode of Disagreeable Nerd. I'm the Disagreeable Nerd, Gabby. Ha ha ha, yeah. Sometimes I like to try to change up the energy because sometimes I feel like I come in like low energy or mid energy. So that's me. I'm the titular Disagreeable Nerd, Gabby. Here is Sade.
Sorry, this
the
is
factoid host.
Shardizzle. And I was just going to say, sometimes I feel like you don't come in low energy. You come in medium to high energy.
Too high?
No, I feel like you come in
appropriate
energy.
Appropriate energy.
I feel that.
And
this is DJ.
Whoa, this energy.
DJ.
High
Weird.
energy. Super weird.
Oh, a change in your tone? Who is this?
Woo. We are new people.
New name, new me.
Deej was just complaining about his armpits itching. You know what that is, right?
What?
That's the aluminum in your deodorant you're using.
I stopped using antiperspirant.
Weird.
Oh, in that case, you just have scabies of the armpits.
Yeah. Now that I
Sweaty
don't
armpits.
use the antiperspirant with the aluminum, my armpits itch.
Oh,
well,
Maybe I should
weird.
go back to it.
So
you need aluminum to live.
So why did you stop using it?
Because I didn't want to clog my pores with aluminum.
Ah.
It's supposed to be unhealthy for you. I don't know.
It's supposed to be.
So,
I've
question:
never had
what
problems.
deodorant has that?
Every one of them,
Antiperspirants.
apparently.
Oh wow! Even
Not
Dove?
deodorant, antiperspirant
Or wait.
specifically.
Wait.
You know there's a difference between deodorant and antiperspirant.
Yes, I just say deodorant because it's like,
Yeah,
I'm going to go buy my antis, whatever.
Deodorant is kind of an all-encompassing phrase, but specifically antiperspirants have aluminum.
Antiperspirant. Sorry, I was
Mine-
trying to say that word. And couldn't
Yes,
say it.
get the ant in there. A
Ant.
very hard ant on that. My deodorants, my armpits used to itch really bad too, and I stopped using antiperspirant. Just went straight deodorant. I don't actually sweat from my armpits all that much,
I do.
like hardly at all.
That's where I sweat from the most.
Mine is my forehead.
Yeah. I don't really get a sweady forehead.
Where do
This
you
is like
sweat
a
from
weird
the most, Sade?
I don't think I sweat
butt
Oh,
sweats.
you do.
unless I'm sweating. In butt sweats, I get those
Your
when
butt
I'm
do be
speaking
sweating.
or doing anything in public, talking to anybody.
She got that swamp butt.
I shut up.
Stink like booty.
No, it don't. Stop. No, honestly, I have to be like working hardcore to be like sweating.
So then you never sweat.
Like I'm not a sweater.
Bazinga.
Like I was skating and I started bazinga, okay. I started sweating in my maybe my actually no, none. I didn't have any.
You don't
I
sweat?
was trying to think of it, maybe like my chest sweat.
Uh-huh.
Did you mute me?
No, I just turned down my earphones. Let me turn down my own earphones so that they're
okay.
not reverberating through. Go ahead.
Okay, maybe chest sweat, back sweat, maybe that, but not even that bad.
You're not a big sweater.
I'm really not. And if I do, it has to be like extremely hot weather, or if I'm like doing some rigorous exercising.
Rigorous.
So again, you barely ever sweat.
Rigorous or rigorous?
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis. Rigor mortis.
Yeah.
That.
I don't know.
I sweat profusely from very little. And it really doesn't, although being morbidly obese doesn't help, but I have always been that way.
I've seen it.
When I was 17 years old, there was an arcade put into Valiant, Oklahoma. Me and my friends would go in there. I would be playing Street Fighter, vigorously playing Street Fighter. Now, what is that? That's like moving the joystick, pushing buttons, but I was really into it. And air hockey. I would be sweating as if I was jogging 3 miles.
Wow. You're
Like
really,
I just
really
sweat.
into it.
I just sweat. Not really. Yes, I was into it. Yes, but I just sweat
I feel like you
from
were,
my head. My head sweats.
I feel like when we went sledding on the truck, when I pulled you, you were even sweating from the snow.
Yes, of course.
I pulled you, and you were soaked with water.
I was just like melting the snow.
I don't think it was snow. I think it was sweat.
I was just melting the snow as I plowed through it.
Dang.
There was a dry spot on. They like put me in front of the snow plows, and I just melt the snow like some sort of heat force.
Radiating heat.
It can be like 30 degrees out, and I'll have a hoodie on, and I'll be sweating underneath it because I'm hot. But I'm cold. I need the hoodie, but if I don't have the hoodie, I'm cold. And if I do, I'm hot. It's like I'm sweating.
I'm the guy in the cold weather, like you just see steam rolling off my head.
Yeah. Same.
That's me.
Beads of sweat.
Beads of sweat rolling down my forehead. Steam rolling off the top of my forehead. Off the top of my head.
I think I've felt my body radiating heat before without sweat.
Are you saying you're hot?
Yes.
Interesting. Look at you.
Man, bazinga!
Positive self-image. Well, we made it through
the snowstorm. Blizzard storm.
Icepocalypse 2021. We've made it through COVID without getting infected so far. We've made it through the Icepocalypse. What else are we going to make it through before the year's over? What else could possibly happen? Should we even ask that question? Major disasters, which we'll get into here momentarily.
Did you guys lose power or water at all?
We momentarily lost water for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Our water shut off, but our power and internet miraculously stayed on the whole time.
The entire time.
Thank God.
Same.
So I felt bad for all those folks that didn't have power.
If I had lost internet, yes, I know there's people that actually lost their lives in this whole thing, unfortunately. But like in Austin, I think in the bigger cities, maybe.
Wait, people died? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
From the snowstorm?
Do you read anything ever on the news?
No.
Yes, people died.
Didn't know that.
People froze to death.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
No heat.
Oh. Where was this in Dallas or where was this at?
All of Texas.
All of Texas.
Oh, my bad.
Wow.
I didn't know.
What? Do you do anything besides look at roller skating videos on your TikTok? I mean, how do you?
First of all, you look at TikTok way more than me. I know,
and guess what? I knew what was happening. Well, where's your factoid on that?
I know that a lady had Gorilla Glue stuck to her head. That's all I know.
That's the extent of your news knowledge. Oh, the youth these days.
Youth, whatever. Don't blame my youth.
Sad. I am blaming your youth.
That's false. False.
Okay, so give me a good excuse then.
Yeah, I don't have an excuse. I just don't look at the news. It's not because I'm young. I just don't look at the news. It's not something I do.
Okay.
I don't think it's youth. I think it's just me. It's a personal preference.
It's an interesting choice. Why do you choose that?
I guess this is really maybe not ignorant, but I guess sometimes the news can be extremely depressing, down, and I don't like being depressed and down. I know I need to look at the news to know what's going on. So sometimes, every now and then, I get the news from other people. Like right now.
Well, it helps to look at the news so that you don't make ignorant comments about things going on in the world.
I apologize.
Did people die?
Well, that's my bad. I ain't even gonna lie. I really didn't know that.
Welcome to Sharday World, starring Sharday. Population Sharday. Must be nice. What else do you do in your world besides roller skate and drink beer? You know what? I like your world. Can I join?
Sounds pretty nice.
The power stays on. There's no worries. I like Sharday World.
I play in the snow when there's snow.
Shardasium. Let's call this world Shardasium every 4 years. She plays in the snow.
What do you guys do in your world? Tell me about it. Go.
Drink beer and play video games.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the same.
Nice.
But every now and then I check the news just to make sure.
Okay, get over it.
Okay, so yeah, we made it through the 2021 apocalypse of February, pretty much unscathed here in Paris, Texas.
We still got second winter coming up next month.
When's that?
It's usually after Easter.
March always has some random
icy weather.
Super ice
I think we pretty much got the most of it.
You think that?
That's
you know
me.
that?
That's
You're a
what I'm saying.
meteorologist. You know that for fact.
No. I've never claimed
Even
either of those
meteorologists
things.
don't know that for a fact.
That's true.
Well, you know what I meant by that, because you're like, I'm pretty sure.
I do like to say I'm pretty sure, just based upon previous life experience.
You didn't even think it was going to
Pretty
snow
certain.
this time.
I just like to say, well, when I'm looking forward to something, like whatever those things are and never happen here, like I'll enjoy precipitation because we don't get any here in Northeast Texas.
Melting.
Like
It's just either nonstop hot or nonstop in between. It's never cold, but it might rain. It might drizzle a little bit on the weekends for a few hours.
I don't know. I feel like it rains a lot.
Not really. We don't get a whole lot of rain in this sector where we're at.
I feel like we do. We're in Northeast Texas with all the green. I feel like we get a lot of rain.
Well, I mean,
Personally.
no, we don't. I mean, just
No, we do.
look at an almanac. It'll
Fight
tell
me.
you what we're fighting right now.
I just realized I burped into the mic.
I mean, God, we were arguing. We didn't hear it.
I know I muted it on the meet, but then I realized it's still recording over here.
I can take it out. No big deal. Okay. So what are you looking at me for? Shirley's looking at me like, you, how dare
What
you?
an idiot. Like, he thinks he just knows everything. Like, he claims, we don't do this to
I
that.
know
And, like,
a lot.
You don't ever know what you're talking about when it comes to the weather. I check the weather
know.
24/7.
You know what? It's always wrong.
Boss, you are so wrong. Gosh, don't you love being wrong?
All right. So what have we been up to? I'll go first, unless anybody else really is just dying to go first.
Go, Gobs.
Me and Sade watched a lot of stuff. Map of Tiny Perfect Things. It's an Amazon Prime show. It's a Groundhog Day style show. Time loop. Really good. Really, really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
It wasn't bad, actually. The only thing I noticed weird was the camera. I could tell it was kind of wobbly just a little bit, but I guess that's because it was maybe cheaply made or something like that. Did you notice that?
I mean, you don't think that's like a specific artistic choice?
You think that's a specific artistic choice, or is that a fact?
I mean, have you ever watched like some of those like new NYPD Blue or Law and Order where they kind of just like move the camera?
I've never watched any of those shows.
Okay.
I just thought it was like this movement that I noticed it, and I'm like, why is the camera moving?
I actually never noticed it, so I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're right. Maybe they just had a cheap camera. They couldn't afford a tripod, perhaps.
I know. I said that's the only weird thing that I noticed, but everything else was fine. Like, I'm like, why is this moving? Weird.
We watched Day After Tomorrow. Sade for the umpteenth time. Me for maybe the third time in my life, maybe ever.
I'm sorry.
And it was surprisingly not as terrible as I remember.
Yeah,
I don't understand why you thought it was so
I hadn't seen
terrible.
it for many, many, many years because I used to watch. I think last time I probably watched it was like 2008, maybe.
Wow.
Probably before that, really. Because it was 2004,
Yeah, it was
something
around
like
that
that.
time.
16,
It's
17
kinda
years
one of
ago
those-
almost.
It's fairly old.
Guilty pleasures. Not really guilty pleasure. I just really
Why do you
like
feel
that.
guilty about it?
I just really love that movie because I think it's just, I think about it, and I was 8 years old when it came out, and I remember like
And
thinking
I
it was
was
amazing at
8
8.
years
Like, oh,
old.
they froze to death.
Like, yeah, I mean, it was
That's so cool. That's how
it was one of the big blockbusters of the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I don't know. It's crazy.
We finished Cobra Kai season 3. The Cobra Kai finale, really good.
It was awesome.
We are.
Oh, wait. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Cobra Kai yet, hold. The Johnny and Daniel team up together with their little peoples. What do you call them? Their little dojo people. I don't know. They're students. My bad. Sorry. I lost words just for momentarily.
Dojo people. The dojo people.
Against Kreese or Cobra Kai. So now they're, I don't know, Daniel and Johnny, I guess. JoJo?
Donnie. It's really good. Finally, they team up.
I really like that. It gave me chills.
It got real because Kreese tried to kill Johnny or Daniel. I forget which one. He tried to kill one of them. And then the boy, Johnny's son.
Robbie.
Freaking Robbie. Idiot. So stupid. I hate that character. I have a little bit
compassion for him because you feel bad for him because his dad.
I'm over him.
Johnny was not a really good dad for him, and he just has.
I love these people that jump to conclusions and just anger. It's just, oh my God, I can't stand Robbie. We are watching a sci-fi show called Resident Alien, and it
Alien
is
Resident. I thought.
No, it's Resident Alien.
It's not Alien Resident. It's Resident Alien,
and it is freaking hilarious.
Okay.
He's gonna bypass. He confirmed it twice.
Watch as I massive Google. Okay, you're right. My bad. Anyways, it's a really good show. Alan Tudyk is in it, and he is amazing.
It's just hilarious.
You need to watch that show.
Watching it.
It's just hilarious.
I feel like he's on the spectrum as an alien or something.
Well, I mean, he's trying to understand human emotion, basically. So
it's hilarious. He's like, I cracked that joke, ha 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 ha, like that. It's just like really like awkward but funny.
It is really awkward. He is really awkward, but it is so funny.
Oh my gosh. And we also, I know you're like doing your white butts right now, but like I watched everything you watched almost.
Yes.
Because yeah,
we live together.
Oh yeah.
We watch shows together.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say we also finished WandaVision.
Oh yeah. We're caught up on WandaVision.
Good.
Very interesting. Have you watched the latest episode?
Yes, I have.
What did you think about that, dude?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's a very interesting ending to the episode. I'm kind of trying to figure out how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I don't know this character, Agatha.
I don't
Me either.
Apparently she was some kind of tutor to Scarlet Witch in the comics at some point, but
yeah, that's what I read.
I've never heard of this person ever.
I really didn't care for this turn.
I didn't either.
And it's like I just was hoping for someone we're familiar with and not some deep cut of a comic. But, you know,
maybe
whatever.
We'll like her. I don't know. Not like her, but, you know, maybe she'll be a good villain or whatever.
Maybe so. I don't know. They only got, what, how many episodes left? 2 or 3?
What was this? What episode was this?
I don't know.
Gosh, I've lost count.
Or 8?
No idea. Literally no idea.
Don't know.
I don't remember either. It's either 7 or 8, so we got 1 or 2 left, I think.
I mean, I've liked it so far, but I mean, basically it just comes down to the fact that I don't know this character, and it was like supposed to be a big thing, and I just don't care. And that sucks, but I'll hang in there to see what effect she has.
I mean, I was gonna say, although it's kind of weird because it's like throughout the whole show, she's been like right there, and it's like, oh.
The only part I don't understand of hers is when she said, "Do you want me to take it from the top?" in like episode 4. And like she was the only one aware that something was weird and wrong. And so she recognized it. And then Vision asked, what did she do? Why did she say that? And it was like completely ignored. And Wanda like didn't acknowledge it. And that I don't understand why that happened.
Maybe Wanda is under her control.
Yeah, man.
I don't know.
I'm thinking Wanda just didn't understand. Maybe she thought she had slipped out. But I think she obviously did it on purpose to make Vision start questioning things because she's working against her in some capacity. Same reason when she had that conversation with Vision out in the car near that stop sign or whatever, acting all weird.
Yeah. And like, I feel like Wanda doesn't really know what she's doing still. Like, whenever she was talking to her brother and he was in the world with her.
Quote unquote brother.
Pietro. And he was talking about, you know, how did you do all those and all this? And she was just like, I don't really know.
Well, it's like,
I don't know. It's weird.
So has Agatha the one been making her stuff glitch, or is it because Wanda has overextended herself? Like during the episode, like her TV was like changing. Everything around her was like changing to these different versions of themselves. And so now we don't know if that was Agatha or was that Wanda overextending her powers because she's super powerful, having extended the hex that far.
Yeah.
Unless you've been watching the show, you have no idea what we're talking about, but whatever. Okay, so we watched a movie called Greenland with Gerard Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Disaster movie.
Want to watch it?
That is on my list.
It is. It's really good. It's really basically good. Probably. It's like Deep Impact, but without the special effects and more focused on the characters.
Deep Impact.
Deep emotional impact is what I like to call it. Because Armageddon was, it was just like the fun version of Deep Impact. Mm-hmm. Deep Impact tried to focus more on the characters and like real life scenario type of thing.
Yeah, they didn't stop the asteroid in Deep Impact. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, everybody dies pretty much. But Greenland does it really well, and I was very surprised. And it's like low budget, and I don't know. I expect zero from Gerard Butler at this point.
Correct.
But it's really good. It's really, really good. And that's about it for me.
Have you been reading anything?
I've been reading Dune still.
Oh, you're still
and it's really good. It's getting good. It's getting good. Thrilling. What do you call that? Like betrayal, intrigue type stuff.
I like that.
It's a very good book. Sade?
Why butts? So overall, you've watched all the things you watch. I also did watch some a couple rom-coms with Gina. I watched 27 Dresses. Never seen it before until I watched it with Gina. Not too bad. I mean, I don't even remember like the characters or the persons who play it, actors, whatever.
Katherine Heigl.
Oh yeah, that's her name, right? Yeah. So, and then I watched Monster-in-Law a couple days later with Jennifer Lopez and Jane Fondant.
Was it a cheesy row?
Oh my god, yeah. But it had like its funny parts. I think it was a lot like funnier, entertaining than 27 Dresses. 27 Dresses was fine. I mean, it had some funny parts, but it wasn't like I would probably never watch either one of those movies ever again. They weren't like my favorites, but
right,
it was just something. It was just something to watch, rom-com like. So I watched those, and then it's been snowing all week, so I've been playing in the snow like my inner 9-year-old came out of me, and I've been trying to make a snowman, and I couldn't do it because the snow is so powdery.
You made a tiny little baby snowman.
That's all I could do because my back was starting to ache from rolling the ball, and I was like, I can't get it any bigger, so I stopped, and that's all. And then my snowman had blueberry eyes. Gabby's idea.
Blueberry eyes of death.
Yeah.
And buttons, really right?
Yeah, it was really scary, actually. I don't know. It started melting.
Especially when the one fell out snowman. And they just had like red eyes left over. Like, super creepy.
Demonic snowman.
A little 3-foot demonic snowman with one eye.
A little pawn of Satan or something. Then, let's see. I've still been... Okay, so I started reading Pride and Prejudice because I like Hyperion or whatever, but I needed something less so sci-fi like. Sometimes the sci-fi, like this is the most sci-fi book I've ever read, so it's like super science-y, and so I needed something to chill out my brain a little bit. So I started Pride and Prejudice, and by the way, Spotify has free audio books, which is super cool, and I found this chick who was reading to me, and I like her voice, and yeah, I've been reading or listening to that. And what else have I been up to? Skating. Haven't been skating. I did skate today though, since the snow's all melted. But yeah, I haven't really been up to anything. That's pretty much it. So, buzzing guy. Cooking, maybe a little bit, but Deej.
Yeah, I had a lot of free time this last week. We didn't go to work until Thursday, I don't think. So I was off Saturday through Wednesday. So wow. I did a lot of gaming because Char had to work 11 to 3 on two of those days. So I did some solo gaming. And then while me and Char were home, we played a lot of Halo. We decided to go through all the campaigns for all the games.
Interesting.
So we're currently on 4. We beat Reach. The original 2.
Reach. One of my favorites.
Yeah. Reach is the best, I think. We that original 2, 3 ODST. and now we're on 4.
ODST, I couldn't do.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad. It was kind of more boring, I think. Specifically because you weren't Master Chief, but...
Are they going to come out with a new one?
Yeah. It's called Infinite. It was actually supposed to launch with the new Xbox, but it wasn't ready. So they pushed it back until sometime this next year. This year, but sometime in the fall, maybe.
Halo was my jam for a long time.
Yep.
Loved Halo.
Are you talking about Halo by Beyonce?
Yes. Nope. Can you sing us a line from it?
I will never talk about anything about Beyonce.
Halo. Deej, don't hate.
Deej has a hatred for an
unknown hatred. I don't understand.
That's not a hatred. It's just a total... She's so
Please tell us about it.
Under my radar. I don't care about Beyonce in the slightest.
What do you have against Beyonce?
Queen Bee.
Her singing's not all it's made up to be, to me. Her personality, I don't like. I don't know. Just don't agree with her as a person. Her.
Yeah, I never met her.
Yeah.
Is she saying Halo or hello? Because I just did the lyrics for Halo and it's saying hello.
Are you sure? The song is called Halo.
You had me at hello. Are
you sure that's not Adele?
I'm doing Halo lyrics. Song by Beyonce. I love to see you walk into the room, body shining, lighting up the place. And when you talk, everybody stops because they know you just want to say, and the way that you protect your friends.
Baby, I can see your hello.
Are you on
I don't think you're reading
lyrics.com?
This is Halo lyrics, song by Beyonce.
Dude, mine says HALO, Halo. Like, it doesn't say hello anywhere on my lyrics.
Hello?
Literally, what are you talking about? Are you on, like, something like the Black Web or something?
Googled, huh?
I mean, like, mine says Halo, like a genius lyrics.
I literally just looked up Halo lyrics, and it brings up this song.
Is it by Beyonce, though?
Yes, it says Halo, sung by Beyonce.
Oh, that's see,
somebody's
that is
obviously a moron and doesn't know the lyrics.
Yeah, because that's not the lyrics.
They added hello to the song Halo.
Hello
makes a lot of sense.
Hello.
Anyways, I was just thinking when you said you guys were playing that video games. I forgot me and Gabi actually played a couple of board games, so that was nice. We played something called oh
yeah, I still need to sign up for that, Gob.
Factories. Gosh, what was that game called?
Fantastic Factories.
Fantastic Factories. That was really fun. That game was kind of like a Gobs. What would you call that? A building game or something? Kind of like. And then we played Star Realms. It's kind of an OG. And now Gabi is singing Halo.
I love that song, but that is not the song I've got because it's hello. Hello. Wrong song.
Oh my God.
All right, my bad.
So what kind of game would you say Fantastic Factories is? Is that kind of like a...
It's an engine builder.
Engine builder. Okay.
Dice rolling, engine builder, action selection.
I thought it was really fun.
It's really good. It's a very nice, pleasant game. Deej, why butts?
That's about it.
All right. And the news. Anybody got anything?
Nope.
Deej?
All I got really is the casting for Supergirl.
To go on.
Wait, what?
Entrance in the Flash movie.
Do you not know this, Sade?
No, I've kind of been off the radar.
What are you doing with your time? That's my question.
Skate YouTube videos.
You're too busy learning how to skate, but
I'm a little bit obsessed.
You are obsessed.
Just a little bit.
So you're talking about Sasha Calle?
Yeah,
I'm assuming since she's Hispanic. I mean, I'm assuming since she's Hispanic, it's Calle.
Cayete?
But it's it's Cayete, Calle.
Sasha Cayete from The Young and the Restless. Obviously never seen that.
So, okay, wait. Since I've been off the radar, I don't know what's going on. They're making a movie?
A Flash movie.
Flash. She's going to be Supergirl in The Flash.
Wow.
The first non-blonde Supergirl.
What?
Also Hispanic, so that's
hey,
cool.
Look at them.
Which makes sense
Changing
since
things up.
Superman is not blonde.
Yeah.
Of course, it is his cousin. My cousins are blonde and blue-eyed, so
his blonde-haired, blue-eyed cousins.
I guess like the homogenuine. Nope, that's not right.
Nope.
Hold up. What do you call those little AA, AB, AB?
genetics.
The genetics, yeah. Thanks, Deej. Genetics is kind of off. Maybe like a slight different. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, all it takes is a different parent from the other side.
Yeah, I guess like that small little thing will make somebody look totally different. Like one of Gabi's friends.
I mean, Tina.
Why are you talking about my friends all of a sudden?
My aunt and uncle are both blonde and blue-eyed. That's why they're both blonde and blue-eyed.
So, but your other cousin is not. She's like dark hair.
That's because she has a different father.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. My bad.
Whereas my father was a Mexican, so we got brown hair and brown eyes.
Oh, I was thinking of Gabi's friend, the Victor dude that has blonde hair.
Yes, yeah. He had two. He had a Indian father, a Native American, Choctaw, and then his mother was of Hispanic origin. Both of them dark-haired, dark-eyed. He came out blonde-haired, blue-eyed, green-eyed, actually.
There is a small percentage chance for those to happen. It's just mutations in the genetics or whatever.
Mutations.
But it's literally the smallest chance that they will come out with brown eyes.
Yeah. I think that's so interesting, though. Fascinating.
So anyway, she got cast for Supergirl.
Sasha.
Anything else? Is that what you got?
That's about all I got, yeah.
That's all I got.
So there's like a 20% chance if you and your spouse have brown eyes. There's 19% that they will have blue and 7% that they will have green. 75% they're probably going to have brown. Also, those percentages do not add up to 100, so I'm not really sure.
Big news.
Nice stats.
Paddington 3 in the works. Huh? Anybody? Paddington?
Pass.
Haven't seen the first two.
They are amazing.
So
they are joy to the hearts. They will make you laugh. They will make you cry.
I guess I just never been interested in Paddington for some reason.
Paddington 2, I think maybe one of the only movies ever to be 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No way.
Yes.
I'm kidding. So did you watch
100% with like a certain amount of reviewers? Like the only movie to be 100% at like 200 reviewers or something.
Did you watch Paddington in theaters?
No, I saw them on TV. I used to watch the cartoon as a child.
Why is it so good?
You have to watch the movies. They are a joy to the heart.
My only question is, when are we going to get the Country Bears too? I need a sequel.
Wait.
I don't know what you're talking about. Country Bears.
The Country Bears. You've never seen the Country Bears, Gabi?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on a second.
I don't know that I've seen it actually.
Deej, I haven't seen that all the way through, but I've seen.
Are they like the Berenstain Bears?
No, it's just a bunch of like animatronic bears that are like sing country
weird.
Music.
Oh my god!
You don't remember that?
I've never seen it all the way through, but I remember seeing bits and pieces.
If you look up a picture of it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But no, I've never seen it myself.
DJ's so dumb.
Forget Paddington.
Forget Paddington. Let's watch some
bears with some banjos.
Bears.
Bears, banjos, Battlestar Galactica. And also a apparent Mr. and Mrs. Smith TV show with Donald Glover and Phoebe Waller-Bridges.
I don't know
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. She has a show on Amazon Prime that's like a big critical hit. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the Angelina Jolie
Brad Pitt
movie. Mm-hmm. That's where they fell in love, and she was it he that left Jennifer in that movie?
Jennifer Aniston.
It's really awkward.
Yeah. So brought them together, but apparently they're going to make a TV show out of that show.
I remember liking the movie as a kid. I don't know. I watched it in theaters.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it.
All right. Well, that's all we got for the news. Now onto the main topic.
Exciting stuff.
Disaster movies. Sorry.
Define disaster movie.
Okay, you're asking me or Deej?
Whoever has the words.
A movie within which a disaster occurs.
Man. Isn't that most movies? I mean, let's go with Star Wars.
That's conflict. There's always conflict.
A disaster occurs
in
Star Wars.
Can it be a personal disaster, or does it have to be a worldwide disaster?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We were talking about that, like, globally.
Huh?
What?
Globally. Sorry.
Oh, globally, yeah. Does it have to be globally? Can it be just a statewide disaster?
I was going, like, at first I was thinking global, but then I was like, that kind of limits it because it's like, okay, let's have a runoff between Deep Impact and 2012. No, thank you. Of course, then you have alien invasion type movies, War of the Worlds, all that type of stuff, Independence Day. Then you have, natural disaster movies. Then you have stuff that's more
virus
infections. Then you have more local stuff like Twister or Signs. Signs would count.
Yes, it would count.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my list.
That's got to be on my list, and I forgot about Signs. I don't think of that as a disaster movie because it's
I guess not.
It's in a house. It just takes
disaster, but like something with the world, or not the world. I don't know.
I guess it would be. Well, that's why it's kind of hard to define. It's like people. Weird. Are we talking about the people surviving the disaster? Are we talking about the amount of effects on the TV, or like what's going on? San Andreas. Are we talking San Andreas 2012?
Never seen it.
Titanic. I mean, that's a disaster.
I think it's
listed on disaster movies when you Google them. I
think it's just a broad spectrum.
So we're going to go with that broad spectrum. Whatever we feel like fits.
Okay, that works for me.
So do you have yours listed by any way, or are we just going to talk?
I didn't rank them because I didn't know we were.
I ranked mine just in case, but I don't mind just talking about it.
Well, go ahead and tell us your ranking.
No, that's no fair. If you guys
Why not?
You guys don't have a rank.
I mean, I have a loose ranking. I know my 1 through 5.
Okay, that's fine. What's your?
But DJ does not.
Oh,
I can figure it out real quick.
Okay,
Gabby, go for your.
Why do I always have to go first?
Actually, I always go first. Let's not forget that.
Actually, you don't, because we always have this exact conversation, and somebody else always goes first.
I feel like I go first.
Nope, you always think that, and then you never go first because of this exact conversation. Literally takes place literally every time.
I feel like we need an objective person, Deej.
Okay,
I'd say it's equal.
My number 5 would be Cloverfield Lane.
Gosh, I almost put that on my list.
Because it kind of covers both spectrums. I mean, it's a super
which one?
Intent.
Cloverfield Lane.
Huh?
Oh, okay. You
10
said that.
Cloverfield Lane.
10. I mean, 10 Cloverfield Lane. Not 9. Not Cloverfield.
There's the other ones.
There's Cloverfield and Cloverfield Paradox.
And
then what?
Clover.
You know which one I'm talking about. The one where she's in the basement with John Goodman.
He gets an acid.
Yes.
Ouch.
So then at the end of the movie, you realize.
All right.
At the end of the movie, you realize that, the world's gone and it's Cloverfield related. Super intense on a micro level as you follow her and her trying to get out of the basement. And then she gets out of the basement and you realize, the world is gone to the aliens. Very good, very intense movie for me. My number 5.
I think that's a good one.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Sade, I went first. What's yours?
Mine's WALL-E.
Wow, interesting choice. My brain didn't go to that way, but I understand. You're right. The
world has ended, and they are no longer on Earth, and Earth sucks. So I like when I first watched WALL-E. Okay, WALL-E was emotional for me. I just remember just being really sad about everybody was all fat and eating and just spoiled. And
what do you have against that?
You know what? It's nothing that I have anything against. I just felt bad about everybody because they were being spoiled by the robots, and they got too used to Actually, okay, that's not the route I was trying to go through. I was going through a whole route here. Okay,
just go.
Here's what I like about WALL-E.
Don't let me throw you off with any questions about why.
I like the little Ava robot and WALL-E and how they connected, and WALL-E's just this dumb, quote unquote, dump robot, who's just doing his best to survive, and it's just a cute.
Why is he a he? It's a robot.
Honestly, my bad.
His name's Wally.
His name is God. Wally is awesome. He saved mankind from robots.
Oh my God. What pronoun does Wally choose?
How dare you assign a pronoun?
I didn't assign anything, dude. Anyway,
you said he.
Okay, Gobs, you're interrupting me. Hello.
Don't assign Wally a gender.
Was just cute. It was just, shut up. It was a cute movie. It was cute, and I just like the type of movie it was. It was a lot different than any Pixar movie I have ever seen before. So,
you know what? I appreciate that your brain went in that direction because I would have never thought of WALL-E, but you're correct. Deej.
Okay.
So my number 5. I guess
randomly pick a number 5.
my randomly pick number 5 would have to be just the regular Cloverfield, the original.
I like that one.
I need to rewatch that as an adult.
Yeah, like we were saying before, I don't like found footage movies.
Wait a few years.
I'm not a fan of the shaky cams.
Yeah,
me neither.
But me and Andrew, my cousin, used to watch Cloverfield like every time he would come over. And I love that movie. I don't know why.
I need to rewatch that one.
It is one of the only shaky cam. What do they call that? Not shaky cam.
It's found footage.
Found footage movies that I like.
Yeah, I like it because like once the action starts, like a few minutes into the movie, it like never stops. It's just a constant throughout.
I think I just need to rewatch it because I remember when I first watched it, I didn't like it. I don't know if it was the shaky camera or I didn't know what was happening.
Probably that.
And I was really young too, so yeah.
No, I like that one. It was intense. It was aliens. I like the characters in it. And then when that one girl's like just blows up, like that was scarred me. And I was like, what the?
Yeah, that was crazy. It just happened so fast.
Good one. So 2 Cloverfields on our top 5s. My number 4 disaster movie of all time. I mean, it's got to be Independence Day.
I knew it.
I mean, it's just Will Smith. What's the guy? The president? Bill Paxton?
Bill Paxton.
No. Pullman. They're both Bills. Change your name. Paxton, R.I.P. Pullman is the president. Will Smith at the beginning and height of his career. And then Harry Connick Jr. Meh. He's gone. Vivica Fox at the height of her career.
Height and ending of her career.
Randy Quaid at the height and ending of his career.
I kind of feel like Independence Day is like a classic alien disaster movie.
It is.
Classic.
Don't watch part 2. It's a mess. Part 2 is a mess. Should have never been made.
Terrible.
Dang.
But part 1 is classic. Part 1 is action, adventure, thrilling, emotional, good acting. Jeff Goldblum. Freaking Jeff Goldblum. Freaking Brent Spiner. I totally
forgot about him. Oh my gosh.
Good stuff.
And he was even in part 2.
Doesn't he recreate his line of "Must Go Faster"? Like when the portal is closing out of the mothership. No, in Independence Day.
Recreate it?
Yeah, because he did Jurassic Park in like 92. Independence Day is like 96.
Oh, I mean,
he says something along the lines of "must go faster" or "go faster" or something.
I've only seen Independence Day once, so I don't know.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it's you who showed me Independence Day.
And Will Smith's iconic line of "Welcome to
Earth."
Really? That's
you never heard that?
I heard. No, wait.
All right, so my number 4, Independence Day. Sade?
My number 4 is I Am Legend. Because I remember
a Will Smith movie as well.
I watched I Am Legend in theaters, and I remember actually waiting for this movie to come out in theaters, like thinking, oh, Last Man on Earth. I didn't know what it was about, like not having internet or any type of television to kind of know what it was about. I just knew it was something about one man on Earth. And my mom was all excited too about watching it, so she had me excited. And this movie, it was just so intense, and oh my God, it's like just the virus infected type of movie that I really like, that style where it really is something like that is a virus. You know, I like that kind of stuff. So, and someone trying to find a cure. I like those kind when they actually do find one, and then yay, somebody sacrifices themselves, aka Will Smith. And also, there's an alternative ending where there's no cure. Anyways, but that doesn't matter. It was just good. I liked it, and I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. Like, I thought my heart was gonna.
I hate that movie because the dog dies.
Okay, when the dog died, I cried. I didn't stop crying. I kept crying because he was like, that was his buddy. And I don't know. It just sucked that they killed him off.
Deej, you're number 3.
I don't know why. Sorry.
Deej number 4. My bad.
But you said
Samantha? Yeah.
Okay.
He says Sam throughout the movie, and then one time he says Samantha. So you know it's a girl.
Huh.
How do you remember that?
I guess know. I don't remember that.
It's kind of freakish memory.
It is kind of freakish thinking about it now.
Oh, right. Sorry. Number 4 would have to be Independence Day as well. And just for all the same reasons as you said. Just a classic, man. Just a really fun to watch movie.
I concur. All right, moving along then. My number 3 is new to the list. I just watched it the other day.
It's on my list, and I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
The one you just talked about?
Greenland. Except Greenland's not on my top 5. But it's there.
Greenland just came out last year, I think. Mm-hmm. Of course, didn't get released because, Corona, blah, blah, blah. Starring Gerard Butler and who else? I don't even know who else is
the chick from Firefly. Serenity.
Marina Baccarin.
Yeah.
Yes.
I kept wanting to say Monica or something. I was like, I know that name.
Monica! Monica!
King Bach was in it too.
King Bach was in it for about 5 minutes.
Random that they put him in there. He's like
a YouTube
TikTok,
guy.
Vine, YouTube, but he's an actor.
Yeah, I got you. I forgot about him.
Greenland was surprisingly, it's the cliche story of, the world's ending, a comet's about to hit, everybody's finna die, but we've got
killer.
We got a planet killer asteroid finna hit, but we have a few spots reserved for people to survive, in these special bunkers. You've been picked. And so Gerard Butler and his wife and family are trying to make it. But there's a hitch. His son does not qualify upon getting scanned in because his son's got diabetes.
He has diabetes.
Diabetes.
So then he's got to I don't know. And then they get separated, and it's about them finding each other back. And then despite his son having diabetes, them finding a way into the bunkers and stuff. But that all really isn't the whole point is them getting separated. So there's anxiety and all that, then them finding each other. But it really is just kind of the acting and the character development along the way.
The acting and character development. I saw that.
Because there's
tremendously.
There's not a whole lot of effects. There are some, but they're kind of generic and not that expensive. So it was just a smaller budget movie that I was.
Ball of fire.
I was very impressed with completely never hearing of it, not expecting anything from it. And Gerard Butler has made complete garbage since 300.
Hey, P.S. I Love You was good.
Like I said, he's made complete garbage since really 300. And I don't really even care for 300 that much. But this one was good. Really, really good.
He was also in Phantom of the Opera.
Well, yeah, like I said, maybe since Phantom of the Opera.
Which I didn't really like Phantom of the Opera.
I'm sorry, Reign of Fire?
He was in that?
Yeah.
I don't remember him being in that. I remember Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson. What? Christian Bale?
Hey, P.S. I Love You was really
Christian
good.
Bale.
I don't think Woody Harrelson was in that.
Christian Bale and Matthew McConaughey. That's right.
Yeah.
But Woody Harrelson should have been in it. He could have been Matthew McConaughey's character. That's right.
He was his friend. Gerard Butler was his friend in Christian Bale's friend.
Okay.
I think he died.
He dies, yes. Yeah. He pretty much dies in almost everything he does.
Yeah. It was a scrawny Gerard Butler before 300.
All right. That was my number 3, Greenland. Sade?
My number 3 is Oblivion. And that's because I like
good pick.
that kind of style.
I need to rewatch that. I keep forgetting.
I like that style when the world, it's supposed to be perfect in a way, but it's not. Actually, it's being controlled by some Sally person.
You
robots.
Like movies where the
Sarah.
Sally
her
person
name was Sally. Wasn't she Sally?
Is it Sally or Sarah?
I swear it was Sally.
You might be right.
I think it is Sally. I'm going to say it's Sally with confidence.
Okay.
Anyways, I will be right. I ain't backing out. And Tom Cruise is in it. And I just like the whole, like the ships, the aesthetics of it. I like that.
The soundtrack was good.
Aesthetic.
The world, it's far from it's like hundreds and hundreds of years of being from old Earth.
In the year 2077.
Okay. Maybe not that long. Well, it depends on what it came out like 2013, right? Something like that. Oblivion.
It came out in 2013.
Okay. So that's when I had watched it. And I just remember liking it a lot. So it was good.
That's a good movie. I like that one a lot, actually. I put that on my favorite Tom Cruise movies.
And it's like they thought, there's always like these thoughts like Earth has radiation from war. And then actually years go by and it's like, actually Earth is fine. And y'all are just freaking out for nothing. And we just need to rebuild our society again and live in.
Led by mission director Sally. You are correct.
Baya!
Okay, Deej, you're number 3.
There's a famous line at the end.
My number 3 is a very quick turn of events because I just thought about it. Rain of Fire.
I guess I've never seen this before.
I love that movie.
You never see Rain of Fire?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we got to watch that next.
I'm putting that on my list.
I'm always trying to remember these movies, and that is a really good one.
It's a movie, yeah. It's a movie about dragons that have been slumbering under the earth for who knows how long, and they get woken up and basically just destroy everything.
Start wreaking havoc.
Oh, I like dragon movies.
So it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of, but there's dragons.
Yeah. I'm putting that in my list.
It's all very dark and gritty the whole time. And you got Christian Bale. And you got Matthew McConaughey, so.
Yeah. I know. Like
Matthew McConaughey. I believe this was the beginning of the McConaissance. Because this was like one of his first roles he took that was basically not a romantic comedy. I mean, he played this dark character. But it was
before the romantic comedies, wasn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was before like Failure to Launch or whatever he was in.
Well, then he should have stuck to this route. He'd have been famous better a lot longer, a lot sooner.
Yeah. I think they were
shaving his head with that big knife. I remember that part.
Yeah. A bald Matthew McConaughey with a beard.
It was good. Really good. He should have stuck to that.
A man after my own heart.
But I like Failure to Launch as well, so,
Yeah, that was 2002.
Wow. Yeah. So, wait. Okay. Well, now you got to look up Failure to Launch.
2006.
I recently watched Failure to Launch maybe like a few months ago. Not even lying. I told you. I'm just telling you.
Add to that.
I've seen it.
Okay. And?
I'm just saying, I think it's so funny, like, I didn't really watch like rom-coms until I met you.
Did you like it? What did you think about it?
It was very.
Your feelings.
I liked it because I like the chick, the one chick. What's her name? She plays a new girl. I like her. She was good. And I liked Matthew McConaughey in it. It was good. It was fun. It was a fun movie.
Okay, so the reconnaissance was between 2011 and 2014.
Wow, so this was way before. To me, I mean, this was like this was him doing his thing that got him famous in the reconnaissance.
It says it hit his peak in 2014 in the Dallas Buyers Club when he won the Oscar.
Yeah.
So that's okay. That's when he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
All right.
You know you're dedicated when you lose weight in a movie.
Right in the fire. Good.
What about gaining weight in a movie? Do that.
All right. My number 2 is going to be no surprise, especially to a person of my era.
Oh, you want me to go?
No. The copy's going.
Oh.
Me.
Oh, sorry.
It is more of a local disaster movie.
Oh, I know what it is.
Twister.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen
I rewatched that with you. You never seen it, Deej?
No.
I rewatched it again with girls.
She tried. You actually didn't make it. I don't know.
I thought I did.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Bill Paxton, not Pullman. I freaking love Twister. It's funny. It's cheesy. It's the special effects hold up. They're not the best, but they still hold up for what it was, and compared to anything on sci-fi TV these days, it's just a good movie.
It wasn't bad. I'm not hating on it. It's just not something I just watch as a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. I remember trying to watch Twister, and it just was really boring. In my opinion. I mean, people love it.
Helen Hunt, Carrie Elwes, Philip Seymour Hoffman, calling him the Extreme.
It's not my favorite.
Greenwich.
It's a movie about a tornado.
It's got so much good stuff in it. I think it may be. If any, I don't know. There's not many people that listen to the show.
Be confident, Gobbs.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's not in my opinion.
It's definitely. It's hard for a person that looks upon something fondly, but is also nostalgic, to look at it objectively. Right. For me, I like this movie a lot. But that's because I also remember clearly watching it in a theater in 1996 in Fayetteville, Arkansas with my best friend. And it was freaking amazing. It just blew my mind at that time. So it was hard for me not to be thinking of that when I remember this movie.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've watched it again recently and I still enjoyed it, but I don't know.
Yeah. I can by no means say that my opinion is the movies that I like, a lot of people don't like, And then there's movies that you like, Gabby, like the Avatar movie that was so clearly critically just panned, and you just love that movie. So it's just all about perspective, You
talking about the Na'vi one? Mm-hmm. You're not talking about Last Airbender, just making clear.
Yeah, just Avatar.
When you say Last Airbender, it's totally different from the Avatar.
I know, but when that was a big thing. It's it was Avatar or Avatar the Last Airbender, then Last Airbender, and it just kind of got confusing.
Well, it was just I tried to watch The Losers, and I just thought it was boring. I couldn't get into it.
She can't do The Losers.
It's all about what you like.
Don't know why I couldn't. I really wanted to like it though, because it was in one of your lists. I thought
I don't like tall blue people.
All right, so my number 2, Twister. Sade, go.
Signs for my number 2. I clearly like aliens, anything like that. That's, to me, Alien or Signs is kind of like how Independence Day is like a classic. That's classic aliens. The Signs is kind of like that with me. Classic alien movie taking over or about to take over. In seeing the signs on TV and weird things are happening, and it's super dark. But it's not like a dark that's depressing dark. It's just a dark that's on the edge of your seat dark and intense. It's super intense. And I felt nonstop. I was ever since I've ever watched Signs of, nonstop, just into it. There's never a boring part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite movies.
I remember watching it with Char one time.
Yeah, we all watched it with Char. We all watched it at y'all's house.
That was awesome. That was great. I think we should redo that one day.
No, Char will never do that again.
Okay, we'll find another movie. That's my number 2.
She didn't even know what we were talking about, but I looked at her and she mouthed signs to me. So yeah, she knew exactly what we were talking about.
That's so funny. How does Char's seen The Quiet Place, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does she that, but not signs?
She doesn't like humanoid things. She doesn't like to look out a window and see a human-like figure standing there. It just more unrealistic.
I can understand that. Yeah.
When Signs was more like scarier to me. I mean,
Quiet Place was not scary to me at all.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Quiet Place had some jump scares, like bam, huh?
Yeah.
But Signs just had a whole atmosphere and mood of
way
dread.
More intense.
Oh my god, the building dread in that movie. Perfect.
That movie had me on the edge of my seat.
And that hand that showed up in that basement,
in the attic or the basement. I mean,
oh yeah, the hand just hanging there.
Oh god,
grabs him. Everything.
I think I almost had an asthma attack just looking at that kid. Anyways.
All right.
That was
very good. Deej, you're number 2.
My number 2 is Armageddon. It's a good movie. It's a great cast. Big, giant cast.
That's kind of a
fun
classic.
It's a fun movie.
It's a fun movie, and it's got a little bit of heart. And it's very sad.
Yeah.
I cry every time.
It's good. It's solid. No surprise here. That's my number 1.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Armageddon is my number 1 movie.
I'm going to go ahead and say Signs is my number 1.
Okay, so Signs is your number 1. Armageddon's my number 1. Armageddon's got just a great soundtrack, great cast. It's fun, it's big, it's stupid, but also it has heart.
Yeah, when Bruce Willis pushes him back on that elevator.
Yeah.
Gets me every time.
And then Liv Tyler's down there looking at the screen and don't want to
close my eyes.
Cue Steven Tyler.
It's good stuff. That's another nostalgic movie for me as well. Me and Gina went and watched that in the theaters when we were dating. So.
It's so romantic.
Just saying.
You got to see Ben Affleck with some animal crackers on Liv Tyler's
going
stomach.
up to the heels.
Oh yeah, forgot about that part.
Okay, so Sade, we've declared our number 1.
So okay. For my number 1, I decided to have this number 1 because I felt like
2012.
Okay, wait. Disaster movies. I was thinking disaster movies when we first started. And I was thinking weather-like. And so I wanted to put this as my number 1 because of that. But not that these other movies aren't better than this one. This is not number 1 for disaster movies. Day After Tomorrow is my number 1 for disaster movies. I don't know what it is about that movie, but I can watch it. If it's on TV, I can just watch. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just good.
I watched it a lot when it came out.
Yeah.
I liked it. I just haven't seen it in years. But it's good.
Yeah. I like Dennis Quaid in it. And Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal. He's in the beginning, it's kind of slow for him. Like, it's not like you have to remember his character very well, but he comes along when
What's his character's name?
Sam? I don't know.
Samantha?
I think it's... Yeah. Anyways, he gets more alive whenever things start happening, like the weather starts changing. But like in the beginning, it's just he's kind of like not much adding anything to the movie.
Well, he's just the son.
Yeah.
But then he kind of takes a primary role.
Yeah, and then he gets better. So
yeah, doesn't Dennis Quaid's character get hurt or something?
No, he doesn't get hurt, but one of his buddies gets killed.
Is he lost or something? I feel like
no. They're like so they decide. So the storm's going to hit New York, so he decides he's going to go get his son, and so
that's right. He's looking for his. I knew one of them was looking for the other. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
he's going from D.C. to New York City.
To New York City,
right?
And they get stuck.
Jack Hall, Sam is his son.
Oh, somehow I remember that. Anyways, his dad's like a climatologist, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And he's like super smart and weather knows stuff like that.
He basically predicted it, but he didn't think it was going to come this soon.
Right.
It's just cool. I remember
it starts in like the Arctic Circle or something, right? And there's
like
a hole in the ozone or something.
It just,
I don't remember.
It starts to crack.
Did you just watch it?
You literally.
I just watched it, yes, but I remember them like that big crack thing happened. It's after my third watch of it ever, It is one of the better world-ending climate movies. Like San Andreas, didn't care for that a whole lot. 2012 is
2012. Okay,
super cheesy.
When I first
one of those.
When I first watched 2012, I really liked it, but like I'd rather Day After Tomorrow than 2012.
I agree.
It's way too long for one. It's long. I don't know. Like
he drives that limousine around.
Like, what do you mean?
Of like a prophecy or something.
Oh.
It's like,
the 2012 thing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, like the main thing is they build like these arcs because the world basically starts flooding.
Yeah, I know. They're like literal arcs, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like big, huge ships.
Updated arcs.
The Core. Nobody mentioned The Core.
Oh.
Starring Hilary Swank.
I didn't really like The Core.
Because it was terrible.
I can watch it.
It was so boring.
God.
I'm sorry.
The Core was bad. The Core was bad.
When they were going into The Core, that was cool.
DJ said, I didn't say it was good.
It's got Stanley Tucci in it. I'll watch it.
But yeah, Day After Tomorrow, as far as if you're going the full spectrum of world-ending movies, 2012, not that there's a whole lot of them, as far as climate is concerned, it's probably in the uppers of those. But
Didn't
generally,
they just have
those
a Superstorm movie with like
Geostorm.
Yeah.
Geostorm, bad.
That was terrible.
Was that?
Yes.
Was that Gerard Butler? No, that wasn't Gerard Butler.
No, it was.
I feel like it was.
It was terrible.
It was his. So Greenland was his redemption story.
I did not like Geostorm.
Geostorm was almost Sharknado, but it was bad.
I'm like,
really, really
this?
bad.
Using satellites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made the trailer look really good.
No, they didn't. If they did, I would have watched it.
I thought they did. And I was like, and then I watched it. I was like, oh, no, this sucks.
All right. So my number one, Armageddon. DJ's number one,
Signs.
And Shardae's number one, Day After Tomorrow. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Disastrous Proportions.
Which we just had our own little disaster of proportions.
That's true. We had
a winter blizzard.
The 2021 freeze over of Texas.
We shut down Texas for a week.
But we're okay.
Yep.
Until next time, I'm Gabby.
I'm Shardiza.
And this is Deej.
Later, dudes.